on, and ooh, that's loud. Loud sheep. Okay, so I'm here in the underground base, in the underwater base, and you might be very, well thinking, what underwater base? You don't have an underwater base, and you're right, I don't. This one actually belongs to Matt Ferrari 458, who's making a comeback on this server, and he's built an underwater house. So I'm just showcasing it off. It looks really cool so far. I understand he's still working on it, so we've got chests, which, ooh, some of them are filled with stuff. Okay, and this, I assume, will be a farm. Nice. So this is a house that Matt Ferrari made, and I only bring it up because it's actually only a couple of hundred blocks away from my house, which is cool, really cool. Oh, and it's nighttime. But that's not the only news. Oh, great. Never mind, guys. See you later. Hello, everyone. It's me. I'm back. Same place that I was. Time has passed. Quite obviously, because now Pyro's online. Look at him. Yes, he's there. Okay, so this is Matt's base. New. I was just telling him that I'm about to show you his base. Yes. Right. And that's actually not that far, so let's go this way. Oh. No. Apparently he's built another one. Is it? I'll show you this one whilst we're waiting for that. Huh. I'm not sure. This is it. The mob room, fun for the whole family, dark room below. Oh, great. Yeah. I'm at the... I'm at the mob spawn one. He's got a bit of stuff, not very much. He does have a zombie dungeon right here, and lever which doesn't appear to do anything. And he's replaced it, apparently. So there's a dark room below here. No mobs in the dark room. And I guess I'll be right back when I find out where his new base is. Right, and back. So, last on the roster is Ninja Nerd's house. And he built his in the jungle over here. And don't worry, it's not hidden away in the jungle or hidden from sight or difficult to find or anything like that. He actually built it on top of my old mob farm. The one which I plan to get back to when I... uh-oh. Got to stop doing that to these... Oh no, new pair of feather falling boots. Or the one I plan to come back to when I've explored more caves. Yeah, it's up here. Ninja Nerd's House Mark 3. Oh, I should really give him presents, actually. This is actually a really cool setup. I like that. Which way is my house in? That way. Phew. Come on. Whoa. Oh yeah, right by the entrance. Nice. So it's an easy ender pearl away. Okay, time to clear out my inventory of junk and get ready for actually doing stuff this episode. Right. Hello. No. Not at all. Okay. So we're back in the base. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the other places. Cool. What's new here? First of all, enchanting room here. Nothing spectacular. I think that's supposed to be Wonko. Not right now. I'm recording, maybe in a little bit. Okay. I've also got something else that I've been demanded to show you by Everett. Yes. No offense intended, Everett, if you're actually watching this. So basically he built an embassy for new spawn in my base. I wasn't aware that new spawn was a kingdom that required an embassy. But apparently it does. And apparently he built it. And it's down here. Behind all the cows, it's the noisiest room in the entire house. But it's in here. The embassy of New Spawnia. Place to deposit things. Books. Ender chest. And moderator, he's got an office in my base. So that's all very cool and stuff. Okay. Right. So projects which we're working on. What is the news here? Well, stuff. Here we go. So this is the project here as you know it. It's raining apparently. But this is new. I dug out this whole area. Plus these 5 hoppers, or that's not 5 hoppers, that's 7 hoppers, which link into the, which link into these 7 at the back here. So things that I'm likely to acquire from mining, just the rare things, so lapis, redstone, gold, iron, coal, diamond. Things. Okay. So basically what happens here is minecart comes out here, goes to the top here, and hits this rail, which starts dispensing stuff into the item hopper. When something's in the item hopper, it activates the comparator, which activates this, which deactivates that, and unpowers the powered rail. So basically it keeps pumping stuff full until the minecart runs out of stuff. Then this whole system reverses, that powers itself, and it resets. And it dumps everything in here. And everything in here gets dumped into this dropper. And then I'll have a system of consecutive redstone pulses, which will push everything in the dropper up to there, to that top item hopper. Yes. And that will put it along this long chain of things here. And that will eventually get sorted out and into respective things and put where they're supposed to go. So, firstly, the problem about this is it's very cramped, and it's going to be very difficult to actually get anything through without interfering with the other signals. With each other, whilst not being too expensive. Hi, I'm trying to do things. Oh, caps lock again. Right, I'm back, and as you can see, I've been putting things down. So basically, this is the fundamental that my sorting system relies on. It's a technique that I actually got from CubFan135, and it's actually really, really good. So basically what it is long line of hoppers, you've got one that goes down. It doesn't point downwards, it points off to an empty block. And you've got one below it that leads to another chain. Fine. Then you've got a comparator here. 2 pieces of redstone down. You've got a hopper at the bottom here. And you've got a torch powering that at the top. And in this, you need a total of 22 blocks that fill every slot. The one in the leftmost has to be the thing that you're sorting, and the ones in the other slot should be an item that's uncommon, so it won't accidentally get in the system, because that will really mess things up. And yes, and you just do the same for both of these. And basically what happens is everything that goes through here gets sorted. So I've got one for iron ore, one for gold ore, and one for coal. It's not coal ore, it's just coal, because you can't burn coal ore. Coal ore goes into a storage chest and gets plonked into the side of the furnace, whereas the iron and gold goes into the top. Then it gets sorted out the bottom. This isn't working yet, this dropper, because I don't have a redstone pulse going up to it. But basically I've got exactly the same system again that separates out the gold here from the iron here. So because we're running out of hoppers, and I'm going to need to go mining and get a lot more iron for this, but because we're running out, we're going to test this system by pouring iron and coal into the thing. So this stuff, as you can see, is going through here, but not through here. So it's all coming down this route and is being fed into the top here. Now the iron and gold, because you know both of them are sharing the same route, they'll just buffer back in this system, and this thing can hold, I don't know, lots and lots of stacks of an ore. So the odds of me filling it up and causing an overflow error is very small unless I run out of coal. So I'll have to come up with a system that tells me when I'm out of coal. But as you can see now, the coal's going through and it's smelting. The coal's being dropped in here. Now as soon as the thing finishes, you can see it immediately gets pulled out, replaced by another one in here, pushed along and deposited in the dropper. So this is how, and actually, just for the sake of demonstration processes, I'll set up the clock here. Won't be the final clock because it's not going to be a... Oh, come on, please, server. Every time I start recording, the server suddenly goes slow. And yeah, it seems to be completely unrelated, because that's a comparator. And I've only got 2 repeaters left. I made 7 of these things a few minutes, and I'm out of redstone. Okay, well, now that I'm done being really unprepared for this episode, let's just get a bunch of these things, shall we? Okay. So this is all still cooking. As you can see, that was at 47 before. Now it's only at 40. We're making progress. Hello everyone, welcome back. Sorry about that. But yes, this thing's working and it's just pumping all the stuff out. What do you think, guys? 4 diamonds for 1 protection 4 book enchantments. Tell me what you think about that, because they're having an argument, but I personally think that's a bit too much to pay, if you ask me. So this thing's just going to spaz out and cause lag, of course. So the original one's going to be much slower, because this thing actually cooks really slowly. And I can have it deactivate when that thing's empty, actually. So, wow, this system has the potential to get really complicated. But as you can see, all of the iron gets sorted into there, not into here. So that's the basic premise here. actually. Good. Okay. Nice. So that's that. This is basically how the smelting system works. So I'm glad I've got that done. I'm going to put these through the floor, and in order to create more space, I'm actually just going to have a dropper facing upwards from the bottom. Because then I can embed these things in the floor, and I'll have got more space for all the others. Because what else do I need? Because, remember, I need a sorter for the ore block, and a sorter for the item block. Right? So I need one for coal ore, and I need one for coal to sort the things out. So I've actually got to double the space. So how many streams am I going to need total? Because I'm going to have one that's just waste everything left over. But I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they're already taken care of. What did he steal? And I might have a bit of a problem here. But basically, 10 things that need to be sorted out. Need a space between each of them. Actually, do you? I think this might... Hang on, guys, I'll be right back. I'll sort out whatever arguments going on between Everett and Matt and see if I can resolve this. Sorry. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. This is about the end. So what video number is this? Is this 3 out of 5? 4 out of 5? I cannot remember. I think it's actually 4 out of 5 of this. Okay, I've only got 5 episodes in this little special thing, and I cannot remember which one I'm on. That's terrible. Yeah, so the first one was going down. The second one was putting the tracks down, so yeah, I think this is 3. The automatic smelting system in vanilla, so that's cool. So next time, we'll try and get the whole thing working, and time after, I'll find something to do, I guess. Probably, maybe. I don't know. If you've got a really cool idea of what to do for episode 99, just tell me. Because I'm bad at thinking of things, apparently. Anyway, TF2 special. If you see a TF2 special on my channel in the next couple of weeks, then it's going to be his idea. Oh, great. Anyway, whilst I sort out this little server dispute, I'm off. So, thanks an awful lot for watching, everyone, for bearing with me during this, I'm sure it's a really boring, but actually also really exciting project for this series. And I'll see you all next time. Alright, bye.
These feet have carried me as far as I will go, across the field to where the wind had ceased to blow. That day when sorrow filled the air and all the blackbirds scattered everywhere, and you had gone as far as you would go. In my reflection you were staring back at me,